Found out from a friend about industrial design major. You got to go into the shop and make things, and I said, that's for me. When I was in school, our so-called mentor was Henry Dreyfus. I really didn't care for his work or the work of industrial designers, quite honestly, because most of them were just styling. You know, it was a telephone or a washing machine or whatever it was. I was more interested in how things went together from the beginning, from the inside. I'm sure you've studied the work of Charles Eames and how he experimented with plywood, and Alvar Aalto did the same. That approach really appealed to me. The plastics industry, the development of the molding techniques and the variety of materials that you could work with. And of course, you know, all of that, when I grew up, the surfboard industry was just in its infancy, and working with resins and glass, fiber became something that designers played around with. Yeah, instead of working with plywood like Eames did, you know, we worked with reinforced plastics. I thought it was more challenging because you're designing for the anatomy, and you have to design structures that support the anatomy in a variety of positions. Around 1991, Herman Miller came to us and said, would you please work on the next generation office chair for us? And we had worked together on some seating for the elderly. And we were working with materials that sort of influenced what we eventually did on this chair. The idea of an elastic support structure and trying to develop designs that fit a broader population size led to the early ideas for the Aaron chair. I think it's very important because this Southern California is still, I think, a strong center for technologies that are developed out of the aerospace industry. I was impressed by, particularly in the 60s, by the work of Bellini and Enzo Mari, Castiglione's. You know, in one way or another, they seem to either have a wit about their work, or they were experimenting, and it seems like the Italian manufacturers were willing to take more risk